Mark, goalless draw in the opening game, what were your thoughts on it?
Well, first and foremost, our thoughts are with Manios at Derby. Obviously in hospital now, and hopefully he'll be back soon. But really put a dampener on proceedings, really, and unfortunately it played into Doncaster's hands. I think they came with a game plan, obviously, to frustrate us and slow everything down even before the injury and obviously the sending off. That was their intention, and unfortunately it's difficult. You want the referees and the officials to clamp down on that. They could see what's happening. We were telling them from the outset, but it was allowed to happen, and I think the referee finally booked the keeper on 88 minutes, which is no good to anybody. So so frustrating, but it's always difficult. Probably the best thing for Doncaster was the fact they got somebody sent off. So I think obviously they then reverted to type and just got everybody behind the ball, and it becomes difficult. We practice that in training, breaking down defences. It's hard when they've got more numbers. They've got 11 behind the ball. We've obviously got to keep a keeper and guys behind just in case. So it's on occasions it's 8v11, 9v11, and you've got to find a way. Unfortunately, a lot of grappling in the box as well. We've had a new directive this year from the referees. Referee came in, spoke to us for an hour that they're going to let certain things go, handling, and it looked like just people manhandling the box. It's a free-for-all now. You always worry about that because, lo and behold, I can imagine we'll do exactly the same that Doncaster did today, and we will get pulled up for it. So it's that inconsistent thing. They'll clamp down on it, I'm sure, for the first few weeks, because they always do on new directives, and then they'll revert to type. But at the moment, we're not quite sure what's a foul and what isn't.
How much character does it take when you come in with a game plan, like you mentioned, 6 minutes in, Emmanuel Derby has to be stretched off the field, and then stroke of half time, down to 10 men, and then they come out in the second half with a completely different tactic?
Yeah, difficult. A lot of guys were emotional. Obviously, they were upset for Manny, as you'd expect, and I thought they showed great character to be able to recover from that and carry on and do their jobs. That was their responsibility to try and get a result for Manny. We've been able to get a point on the board. It's not what we wanted beforehand, but given the circumstances of the game and the nature of the game, it's a start. We've got a point on the board, but we won't have circumstances like that in a game, hopefully on many too many occasions this year, and then our football will be able to obviously pay a price to the opposition.
As you mentioned, a point on the board. Remember when you came in February, one of the things we wanted to focus on in that scenario, albeit a different one at that time, was solidifying and becoming stronger at the back as a unit. Romney Critchlow, man of the match today, and defence looked pretty assured all night.
Yeah, I was really pleased. A lot of good individual performances. We had a lot of the ball, obviously, and I thought Rom made good decisions almost every time that he had the ball. He missed a little bit of pre-season as well, so that's going to do him a world of good when he's in possession. His ability on the ball and his awareness of body position, and when he's defending against strong players, he's able just to step in and use his ability and his understanding of the game. So we're pleased for him. Really good debut performance, and a lot of other good performances. We just couldn't find a way to unlock the door today.
Finally, a word on the supporters. Over 19,000. Stadium record again in the fourth tier, back-to-back games, and when the players walked out, really was some atmosphere.
Yeah, well, I made a point to make sure that I watched it before I walked out. I thought it was fantastic. Doesn't matter what level you're at, that's really, really impressive. And once again, the fans have come out with numbers, and we'll give them more to cheer next time, I'm sure. But we will always appreciate the sport that we get and never take it for granted. I thought it was magnificent today.